Thursday. Only on 4, we sit down with San Benito's superintendent to discuss the district's current financial situation. He says it will take about 3 years before the district can get back on its feet. Action 4's Tiffany Huertas live from the administration building with more on this. Tiffany.
Marcy, Superintendent Dr. Marc Puig says on Thursday he was going to identify the affected areas in the reduction in force, also known as a RIF, but he's decided to go a different direction.
It's almost time until employees at the San Benito Consolidated Independent School District get to hear the recommendation from Superintendent Dr. Marc Puig. They have to leave the Valley or Texas. Maria Hernandez worries for the more than 200 employees that could be laid off in the upcoming year. After hearing of the district's financial situation and lack of strategic staffing, residents want answers.
What is going on? Why is there going to be this layoff?
When is it going to happen, or at least let them know?
Superintendent Dr. Marc Puig sat down with us to answer those questions and to tell us what is really going on.
When we say there's an excess of 200 to 300 employees, excess doesn't mean layoff, and that's the thing that gets twisted.
Superintendent Puig wants to propose to the board the route of attrition. Since January 5th, 655 positions have not been filled, saving the district $2.5 million.
Sure, you, based on the historical experience here in San Benito, we lose 10% a year. So that's about 150 to 160 employees a year. So we stand between now and the end of May losing a few more, probably another 100 employees, which would be close to $4 million. That's called attrition budgeting. In the past, we've replaced those people.
He also wants to have a zero-based budget approach.
Let's look at our discretionary funds and say, okay, what can we do if we strip everything down financially on the discretionary side and start to really clean up our efficiencies across every department?
Another issue, he says, the district's balance has been decreasing through overspending on health insurance.
Because the health plan wasn't configured correctly in terms of the stop loss and also the deductibles and all those things that go into making it, it wasn't actuarially sound. We've exceeded, the claims. And so we've doubled our expenditures in that, $685 per employee.
The superintendent tells Action 4 News they have hired consulting firm Mock Casey and Associates to look at the staffing patterns. But overall, he says, there has been a net gain in students.
We had 99 kids just from last year to this year, from 13-14 to 14-15, 99 students leave IDEA to come to San Benito. At the same time, we had 85 kids leave San Benito, go to IDEA that same period.
We'll be discussing this during the closed session. However, he still encourages the public to go and voice their concern. Now it's up to the trustees to either take the recommendation or they can either let go of the more than 200 employees. In San Benito, Tiffany Huertas, Action 4 News.
All right, Tiffany, with that exclusive interview, we finally hear from the superintendent. Thanks. That meeting will be held this Thursday at the administration boardroom. That's at 240 North Crockett in San Benito, starting at 6:30 p.m. Count on Action 4 to bring you all of the updates.